Hi, today I'm going to show you how to take all the measurements for a bridal fitting. It can be for a gown or a lehenga. So the first measurement we take is called the shoulder measurement, where we're taking it from one shoulder point to another. So if you stand straight, I would suggest that you wear something really nicely fitted. So you take it from the way where the shoulder point is. You can feel the shoulder point here to the second shoulder point. So in this case it's 12.5. The next measurement is called the underarm measurement, which is very, very important, especially if you're wearing a gown. So this measurement is also called above the bust. And this, I think you should take it quite fitted, because if you're wearing an off-shoulder gown, then you don't want the dress to be falling off. You want it really nicely fitted. So that's how you would take the underarm measurement. The next measurement is called the bust, and in some measurement charts you might also, some people might call it the chest. It means the same thing. So you take it at the roundest part of the bust, which is here, and that's your bust measurements. The next measurement is called daman, and some people also call it under bust. It means exactly the same thing. And again, this measurement I would recommend we take it really nicely fitted so that it sits quite snug. There are two types of waist, which is very important for you to remember. One which is the upper waist and one which is the lower waist. The lower waist is where you wear the skirt from, and the upper waist is where the top is fitted from. So the upper waist is above your belly button, which is what you would be taking here. And the lower waist, which is also very easy to find out where it is, that's usually where you'll be wearing your skirt from, is just below the belly button. If I can lift your top slightly, thank you. So that's the belly button, and I would suggest that that's where you're comfortable wearing your trousers right now. So I'm assuming that that's where you'd wear your skirt from. I would just go slightly higher, so it should just finish where you're just below your belly button, and that's your low skirt waist. Thank you. The next measurement is the hips, and this again would be the roundest part of your bum, basically. Go, take your measuring tape all the way around. This does not have to be very tightly fitted, measured. So this is how the hip measurement is done. Two very important measurements which you can look in the mirror is the front neck. So I would suggest you wear a top like this, where you're comfortable with the way the neck depth is, and then we take it from the shoulder point all the way to where you want it to be finished. 7 inches is standard length which most people go for. Just something that you can remember from top of your head. 7.5 is what is comfortable, and any deeper you'd be showing a little bit more of the cleavage. The next measurement, which is also very important, is the length of the blouse. So if you again roll your blouse up, depending on how short or long you want your blouse to be, if you wanted a short blouse, the best thing to do is look at yourself again in the mirror, and you can take a vest top, roll it up, and whatever length you're comfortable with. Are you comfortable with something like this? I think that's a good length. So you would take that, you take the measurement again from the shoulder point. If you turn around towards the camera and go all the way under the bust and up to where the top finishes, which is 15. What you mustn't forget, the minute you've taken the length of the blouse, you mustn't forget to take the width, the circumference of where the blouse is finished. So the length of the top was 15 inches and the circumference right now is 24. It's very, very important. You mustn't forget to take this. The next measurement is called armhole. Armhole is also very important. So if you have short sleeves or long sleeves, this measurement will determine a lot of things. So armhole, you go all the way under your arm, quite nice and snug, all the way around. That's the measurement for the armhole. The sleeve length, very important. So what sort of sleeves do you like? Whether it's cap sleeves, whether it's 3/4, whether it's short sleeves or whether it's 3/4. Most of our brides prefer short cap sleeves. Usually 3.5 or 4 inches is quite good length to go for. Again, the same thing that applies to the length of top applies to the length of sleeves. When you've taken the sleeve measurement, you must take the circumference, which is the round. Thank you. Lastly, is the length of the skirt. So I would need you to take your heels off for this. Thank you. If you roll your thank you. Yeah. So you need to then figure out where she would wear the skirt from, and what we measured before. She's going to wear her skirt slightly higher than where the trouser is right now. So I would just go take along that line, go on the side, put my measuring tape there, all the way to the floor. If you stand straight, darling. Yeah, it's 40 inches. And after that, what we do is take the heel measurement, which is 3.5. So we just add 3.5 inches to the length, which is 43.5. That's great. Any other measurements would also include things like dart point. These are very important. This is from shoulder all the way up to here. It's 10 inches. And from there until the under bust, which is 3.5. This allows us to put the right sort of padding into your blouse or into your gown. And I think that's it, really. Thank you.